Is this big risk lurking in your Social Security strategy? I don't know. It piqued my interest to see what these guys say. So here's an article from, I hate this thing up here, from this guy, John Mangango or something like that. Anyway, so basically right here, a recent case study concluded that, okay, they got to get an editor here. A recent case study concluded that drawing Social Security benefits at 70 could be earlier than 70 could be optimal for certain couples. I don't think anyone would argue that. So not taking at 70, taking it earlier could be optimal, 100%. I don't think that's a shock. The conclusion would not hold, though, if one spouse lived even a few years longer than expected, a guy pointed out. All right, so let's see what they say. The result, based mainly on the fact that the couple had a highly uneven earnings history and a small but meaningful gap in longevity expectations, surprised some readers and sparked a number of insightful discussions, basically saying that they should not take it at 70, they should take it before 70, because we have a difference in life expectancy and a difference in earnings. Like Charlotte and me. We have a difference in life expectancy because she's a woman and she's pretty, and I'm not. And I'm a man, and I have a higher earnings potential. So that would mean, should we wait till I'm 70 to take it? I don't know. Let's see. Most recently, one Scott D. wrote to point out that fundamental importance of longevity expectations go into such claiming calculations, arguing that the conclusions in the case study, while accurate, could also be potentially misleading. Social Security projections are only as good as the assumptions fed in. Whoa, who knew that? Anyway, let's keep reading what they got to say. The case of the high-earning husband, that's me. In this case, we got Bruce and Debbie, both born in 62, with very, very different work histories. So we're just going to use Charlotte and me. All right, so we're both born in 62, Charlotte and me. We're not. I'm 4 years older than Charlotte, but it makes it easier if you're both born the same year. It's harder if you're not born the same year, because I'm 4 years older, and I have the higher earning history. So our claiming scenario is much, much different than other people born the same year. That's why there's no just one-size-fits-all Social Security strategy. And I don't think any advisor would say that, actually. Both spouses had a full retirement age of 67. What happened? All right. We got both spouses have a full retirement age of 67, and Bruce's assumed longevity is 85, while Debbie's is 87. Under such a set of conditions, the case study shows, Bruce and Debbie's optimal claiming approach is not to wait for Bruce to turn 70, despite the fact that using this approach would deliver the highest monthly benefit for each member of the couple, including Debbie as a survivor. Rather, the optimum claiming strategy would instead involve Bruce filing at 67 for his full worker benefit at 2302. What? That's not. He's a high earner. He's not getting 23. I saw that before. It was a weird number. 2302, and Debbie would get half of that. And then she'd ultimately get the full survivor benefit. So basically what happens there is Bruce dies at 85. Debbie's going to survive him by 2 years because they're both born the same year. And she'll get the 2302 in the years that she's a widow. In the interim, she'll get 1151 while if Bruce files at 67. And that kind of makes sense to me. Though their monthly checks would be smaller because they're going to get less because they're filing earlier, this approach would still result in $788,000 in lifetime benefits, with $500,000 going to Bruce and $300,000 going to Debbie, roughly. But then Scott said, I believe that analysis misses a few very important items that are relevant to discussion. And he says, the math on longevity is changing, and that matters a lot for optimal claiming. This example assumes that the couple dies at 85 and 87. However, per data from the Academy of Actuaries, this couple has more than average life expectancy of 87 for the man and 89 for the woman. I don't know about that. What? Where do we get that from? So these guys were born in 62, which means there'd be, let's see, 1962. We're in 2024 right now. So 2024 right now minus 1962 means that they're what 60? Yeah, they're 62 years old. You're telling me the couple has more than an average life expectancy of 87 for the man and 89 for the woman. Let's see if that jives. Let's see. All right, so those people are 62 years old. Here we go. We're assuming they're white. So we're 60. And we can see for all origins and races, the average life expectancy is 22. So that'd be 84. Now, if we go to whites right here, for Bruce, his life expectancy is 20. For whatever her name is, Sylvia, is 22. That's at 60. This is at 60 years old. At 65, is 17 and 18. So I literally don't understand what this guy's, where do you go here? What this guy's talking about. He goes, according to the Academy of Actuaries, this couple has more than accurate life expectancy age of 87 for the man and 89 for the woman. So where? I mean, that's not according to National Vital Statistics, which is through the CDC. All right, so then we can look at Social Security. We can see that it's not there. So I'm not sure where he's getting that from. I don't know. And I have tons of links on life expectancy, and I don't know where he's getting that from. So let's just keep going. But he makes a good point. I mean, he's like, look, if they expect to live right here for 87 for the man and 89 for the woman, it's just, I don't understand, unless they're Asian, maybe, but not even for Asian, it's not even coming up to that. No, we just came inside. The bottom line is that one would add only 27 more months to the age of the second death. The total paid out using the same calculator would show a higher cumulative payout if they both waited till age 70 to obtain benefits. I completely agree with that. But, oh man, it's so frustrating to me because I'm sitting there thinking that's assuming that there's a good chance they live until they're 87 and 89. And based on the National Vital Statistics, based on this from the CDC, based on Social Security Administration, the data set just isn't there. I mean, there might be I guess you have to look at their age and health, their health and stuff, I suppose. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're sitting there thinking, yeah, they would have made more money if they would have waited till 70. No one's going to deny that for sure. But the problem with that, of course, come on, is that what's the likelihood of that happening? On top of that, how much when you're 88 years old do you actually need? You see what I'm saying? Like, are you like, man, I'm glad I waited till I was 80, till I was 70 to take Social Security because I'm now 88 and my initial life expectancy is 85. I'm not saying don't file for Social Security at 70. I'm just saying there's more to it than just a simple life expectancy calculator, for sure. This guy says, Scott D, he says, when I discuss this planning with clients, I always say the problem is not if both of you died young. I completely agree with that. If that happens, you don't have any money issues to worry about. The actual problem is that both of you live long and face excess longevity. Social Security calculators can easily come up with situations where taking the funds earlier than 70 adds up to more funds overall, but the results tend to come from assuming lower life expectancies, and we already did a video on the silliness about rapidly advancing longevity, because there isn't any rapidly advancing longevity. It's just not there. It's especially problematic for couples when they're not considering the possibility of living to actual survival life expectancy or beyond. Again, I don't know where he's getting that from, because I have the Academy of Actuaries, the Society of Actuaries, and whatnot. So we just look at the data sets that are out there. CDC, the National Vital Statistics Report, Social Security Administration. We look at the Society of Actuaries. I don't, and there's another one here too, which I never really liked that much, but I'm going to show it to you. Big Life, and it said, oh, how dare they only have two options here? Sex, we're going to say male. I'm going to say I'm 62. We're going to hit continue. All right, and then we're going to say, I never smoke. I have smoked, but I don't anymore. It's been many years ago, so I don't drink because I'm not dumb. Because for me, if I ever had a drink, yeah, let me tell you, because drinking was dumb. Health behaviors. How many times a day do you have each of the following every week? So I don't ever drink fruit juice. I eat fruit. I eat potatoes. Does it let me do something here? Oh, I got to put something there. So let's say I don't have any fruit juice. I have fruit quite a bit, probably 5. Potatoes, probably 4. Vegetables every day, 7. And this is, I bet they're not going to ask about meat. How much time every day I spend? How much time do you spend doing vigorously intensive exercise? So I work out for about an hour a day, so 7 hours. I continue. How much time do you spend doing moderate intensive physical? I don't play any ice hockey. Certainly don't rollerblade. And I'll say 2. Just play some basketball with my kid. All right. The past week, how much time do you spend doing light intensity? I'm just saying nothing. Gardening itself, put 2 hours there. Just for craps and giggles. I'm white. How dare I? Did I immigrate to Canada? No. This is a Canadian thing. I got post-secondary graduate, dude. I got a master's degree. I am 5'9". Oh, wait. What did I say? This ask me height. General health. I'm 180 pounds. All right, 180 pounds. Just put it in there. All right, there we go. And I am 5'9". 5'9". Because they're looking for I got you. 5'9". They're looking to see your BMI here. Continue, blink. I don't have anything. Do I have a mood disorder? Yes, because people like this make me mad. I'm very angry. So 89 years according to this thing. I mean, just okay. Will I live to see it? The report shows likelihood of surviving to a date in the future. The return of Halley's Comet. It used to be, you know, and I know it used to be Halley's Comet. It was never Halley's Comet. It used to be Halley's Comet. All right, so they say I'm going to live until I'm 89, according to these people. But wouldn't you need to know like the history of my dad and my mom and stuff like that? I mean, wouldn't you need to know the history of my granddad and my grandparents and all that? Has any of them ever lived that long? My grandpa never smoked. He was a captain in the Navy. He died at 76, something like that. My dad died at 76. He smoked a lot. You know, his dad died young. Don't they need to know this? I mean, so they're just assuming this. And by the way, the fact that it didn't ask for meat consumption, and also the fact that, yes, I'm working out a lot now. That doesn't mean I'm going to be when I'm 68. It doesn't mean. It just means right now I am. When I'm 68, I could absolutely stop. I guess pick up smoking. So they're saying, oh, your life expectancy right now, a 53-year-old. Did they even ask my age? Yeah, it did. It says 62. I don't buy that, especially when the Society of Actuaries or the National Vital Statistics Report says differently. Anyway, that could be a risk lurking in there. I'd love to see any evidence other than this thing right here. And there's a piece of evidence, I grant you. It's not very convincing to me, but it's certainly a piece of evidence because they're assuming that you're doing this now and you're going to do this until you're dead. And the likelihood of me working out 7 hours a week when I'm 82 years old, it's just not there. I work out now because I like it. It makes me feel good to work out. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm older, I'm getting a little more cranky and my bones are creaking. I don't think so. All right. Anyway, that could be a danger. Not anything I'd be all that worried about. I'd say, look, 85 to 90 life expectancy, that's fine. And that, you know, you can run numbers based on that. If you're running life expectancies over that, I just think that's way too risk averse. All right. God bless. We'll see you.